WWE Elimination Chamber coming up this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on the WWE Network. Some great matches, including the big Elimination Chamber match on the Raw side, where Drew McIntyre will defend his WWE Championship against 5 former WWE champions. One of those men that will be in the Elimination Chamber joins me now on the Vaqueros Cafe and Cantina hotline. He is a former 4-time world champion in WWE. He's been in this match before, so he knows the damage and the destruction that can be done inside the Elimination Chamber. Great to talk to Sheamus. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram at WWE Sheamus. Sheamus, how are you, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm good. Now I know you're based in. You usually live in Nashville. But you were just telling me off the air that because of all the weather stuff, and it's been hitting Tennessee just like it's hitting us here in Central Texas, you haven't gone home yet, right?
No, I haven't. I was in Nashville on Sunday. I was about to fly out, and I was on the flight got delayed, obviously, and then I got on the plane. We're there for 2 hours sitting down, and then they just closed the airport. So this is Sunday night before Raw. So I had to get a rental car, somehow get out of Nashville. The roads were it was like an ice rink. The whole city was. So I got out of there and I got to Atlanta and I got to Raw for Monday. So there was no way I could get back. Flights getting cancelled, and obviously you don't want to get stuck there again before the pay-per-view. But yeah, it's madness, man. I got out of I got home. I got the rental car. I got home to grab a bit of food, and then I was just coming out literally 2 minutes from my house. There's 4 cars just after slamming into each other. So I was like, I don't know, I'm not going to make this. But yeah, it's unprecedented for Texas and Tennessee and everything. This sort of weather, it's insane.
It really is. We know it here in Austin Bergstrom International Airport. It's been closed pretty much all week because of the winter weather. Flights canceled. I think that San Antonio Airport's canceled. DFW, they've had to cancel flights. It has just been an absolute. Incredibly, as you said, unprecedented. So, go ahead.
Who would have thought that Texas and Tennessee would be covered in ice and snow? You know what I mean? They're obviously not prepared for that. But
no,
it's as long as everyone's staying warm and safe. Hopefully, please God, that's the main thing, and everyone is wrapped up and staying indoors, staying safe, and staying warm. That's the most important thing.
Yes, absolutely. Appreciate the well wishes. Let me ask you this, because you're in Nashville, and I know you're of course big soccer fan, being from Ireland and everything, and I want to get to that in a second. But I've seen your Instagram where you're sporting, of course, the colors of the Tennessee Titans. So I got to imagine you are excited about the Titans and their future.
Yeah, I am. Obviously, the last game, I was at the game when they played Baltimore, obviously it wasn't the result we wanted. We were hitting a brick wall. But, the last two years, they've got a great run going, I think next year we'll have an even better year. I just, I never really was a huge American football fan. I did like college for Notre Dame. I like watching Notre Dame and stuff. But I definitely have fallen in love with the Titans. I've fallen in love with Nashville. I lived in Tampa, Florida for 10 years. You never really felt at home here, but it's almost 3 years now that I've been in Nashville, man. I love it. I love the people. I love the culture. I love everyone's super friendly. Everyone's super nice. And again, I've just become very enamored with the teams, the Preds. Obviously, been to a couple of Preds games in the NHL and then the Titans. So I plan to if I can get a chance, I plan to get to more Titans games next year. It was awesome. The fans are just so passionate about their team. I think going forward, I think that they're going to just do better and better.
I think so. Austin and Nashville get compared a lot because of the live music scene and kind of the same blueprint. So I totally get that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you off there.
No, you're fine.
It is insane. It's funny because Kofi lives in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
So does Mark Henry and Undertaker and everything. But Kofi lived in Tampa here. We had a conversation about a month back or so, asking if we'd missed Tampa. And we're absolutely not. I think we both found our places, and him in Austin and me in Nashville. It's just a different vibe, man. The culture's a lot more culture there, obviously with the music stuff and the film stuff and all in Austin and music stuff in Nashville. It's a lot more fun to live in. It's a really good fun town. They're fun towns, both of them.
They are. I was just with Mark a couple weeks ago. His son goes to the high school where I do high school football coverage, I do sideline reporter, and his son's about to join varsity next year, so I'll be tracking him as part of my radio coverage here in Austin. So it's exciting. He's really excited, as you might imagine, the proud papa there. Let me ask you this, because I've talked to Drew a couple times, and I've mentioned, and forgive me, I'm a soccer novice, and we're getting Major League Soccer here in Austin with Austin FC, but I'm a soccer novice. My co-host, who is stuck at home, he's the soccer expert, and he was telling me about the Old Firm Derby between Celtic and Rangers, and that's a big thing that you and Drew had, for a long time. Just talk about that rivalry.
The Celtic Rangers rivalry, the Glasgow, it's massive. It's the Old Firm. It's basically what Scottish football is based around. I mean, like the both those teams have been sharing league championships back and forth for decades. It divides the city. It's very intense. It's very passionate, and a loss or a win for either team supporters can have a profound effect on people's mood for weeks, if not months. It's very, very. It's very passionate. It's very. Man, I'm trying to think of something that's over here that would be close to it, but I don't even know.
I can tell you exactly what it is in college football. Again, we're in Austin. We're the Longhorn station, so Texas OU here would be kind of that same realm.
Yes, the OU University, right?
Yes, Oklahoma,
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it would definitely be like that, mate. It's like a live or die type of thing, and those fans are super passionate, and I'm a Celtic fan, and Drew's obviously a Rangers fan. Obviously Celtic have won a European Cup. Rangers never won a European Cup, but it is very passionate. It's a huge rivalry. So that's it was the fact we were friends for so long. And us supporting different teams was people would say we're mad. They'd say that doesn't happen, but obviously it did for a long time. But this is another version of this is Scotland Ireland, which Ireland green obviously as well as Celtic are green, and Rangers are blue and Scotland are blue. It's Rangers. It's basically the Battle of the Celts. It's Scotland Ireland Battle of the Causeway. The Gaels and the Picts. So it runs deep, man. Runs like hundreds of years deep.
It sounds like
the rivalry between Scotland and Ireland.
Like I said, totally relate with the Texas-Oklahoma rivalry in college football. We have a saying. In fact, recording this right now, it's 11:23, and OU still sucks. So we totally get it. We totally get it. Before I get to the Elimination Chamber, again, going through your Instagram, and again, follow him on Twitter at WWSheamus, Twitter and Instagram. I saw your dogs, great dogs, and you're up to. Are you up to 3 now?
Dude, I'm up to 4.
Up to 4
dogs. 4 dogs, fella. Yeah, I've got all 3 rescues from Nashville Humane, and then I've got another rescue from Atlanta, friend of Fifth Finley's. They had Staffy said that she needed like a home, so we have 4 dogs, man. And I never thought I'd even have 1 dog, but I can't tell you how much I love my fur babies, man. Like I tell people all the time, I'm very heavily involved in the Nashville Humane Association, where we got 3 of ours, and they're just an unbelievable organization. But I just tell people all the time, if you don't have a dog or you've never had a fur baby, it'll be the best decision you ever make by adopting a cat or a dog, because they can literally change your life for the better. And all our 4 have as well. They eat us out of house and home, and they go mad, but I don't know where we'd be without them, man. Our life would be a lot emptier without our dogs.
Couldn't agree more. Love dogs to death. I love them, love them, love them. All right, so let's get to this Sunday, Elimination Chamber. As I mentioned, you've been in this match 4 times before. So so tell the folks the experience, how you come out of this, and your strategy. I mean, you're going in last, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that obviously plays in your favor. And so tell the folks what it's like to be in that chamber and your strategy to hopefully come out of there as WWE champion.
Yeah. So what it is it's basically a cage-like structure. There's a roof and everything on there. It's all chain linked all around. It's metal. it's metal sidings. There's metal pods that we're all stuck in, and two guys start the match, and after so many minutes, one of the pods open randomly, and then another competitor comes out. So with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line, which is the biggest trophy, biggest prize in our business. Each one of the guys in there have already been champ, they've already tasted it, and they're going to go in there and do everything they can to win it back. So it's no holds barred. You put everything on the line, including your body. Over the years, I've been in some. I got a concussion in one of them. I got my neck knocked up real bad in another. Like, a lot of people go into these matches and they come out like they're never the same. But that's what we do. We put our bodies on the line to entertain, and obviously to achieve what we need to achieve, so the people watching are the ones who benefit from all this, but it is a really, really brutal match. It's one of the hardest matches, the most physical matches in the WWE. So they're going to expect a thriller. They're going to expect a lot of action, a lot of intensity. We got Kofi Kingston in there, who will probably do something crazy as well off one of the pods or whatever. So if anything can happen, and as I said, it's to WrestleMania. So whoever wins the WWE Championship, which obviously in my mind it's going to be me, they go on to headline WrestleMania. So that's where we're at right now. I'm the last out. I'm the last one of the pod. I'll be the freshest one in there. Everyone else will be probably worn out, knocking lumps out of each other, and I'm just going to pick them off one by one.
Right.
And go to Mania, which goes back to Celtic Rangers that we're talking about. I'm going to take that title off Drew, and if Drew wants that title back, mate, he's going to have to come to WrestleMania and try and take it away from me.
Absolutely. The term high risk, high reward gets used a lot. This is definitely a high risk, high reward situation.
High risk, yeah. Very high risk.
He is WWE superstar Sheamus. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram at WWE Sheamus. Sheamus, all the best of luck to you. Stay warm, stay safe. Hope everything goes well for you, and I hope we get to talk again soon.
Thanks a million, man. I know you'll be watching Sunday, so enjoy. It's definitely going to change the landscape at WWE for next few months. So it's going to be pretty exciting for everyone involved and everyone watching. And thanks again for having us on. Right, have a great one. Stay warm down there, and hopefully we see the back of all this weather pretty soon.